Hey guys, what's up? It's me again, Mr. Joshua, with another Gundam MSA review. And this morning we are actually doing a special review on something that I've been working on since about late August or so. The reason why it's been such a long time since I got this project done is because here in California it gets over 120 degrees sometimes, and I got a pretty small garage, and most the summertime it gets pretty fucking hot in here, and so it kind of prevents me from working on my Gundam MSA figures. But since the temperatures dropped rapidly, now it's December, which is pretty cool. But ever since the temperatures dropped, I was able to come back in and properly do my projects. But this is a really big project that I just got done doing for the year. It might be one of the biggest ones that I'm going to actually get done doing. But anyways, this is my custom battle scarred, recolored, slightly repainted black TriStar battle scarred Gian set that I just got done doing. And it was a really fun project. What inspired me to do this was back in August, and we were talking to some of my Gundam buddies on online, and we all thought it'd be a pretty cool idea to actually throw in, actually create some Battlescar, well, not Battlescar, but some Black TriStar Gians. And there's a couple of people out there who have their own variations, but with me, I tried to stick with the traditional colors as close as possible. I don't think they actually came out with Black Star Gians. I don't know. They might have. I'm not sure. To my not to my knowledge, I don't think they ever made TriStar Gians. But this is what I came up with, and the only thing all three of them are missing are the swords. But other than that, everything else is intact. And everything's fucking awesome. So let's get down to the review. Let's get these two guys out of the way. I'm going to start you guys off with who I would like to call the leader. Now, I'm not too familiar with the Black TriStar team. I don't really know their names or anything. But I'm gonna call this dude the leader. This was actually the second one that I did. And all three of them are version 1.0, so that means they have version 1 joints, which is completely fine with the Gian. Gian actually has really good mobility for his joints. But since he's a leader, I figured I'd give him a pretty cool looking beam rifle. I think the beam rifle came from the new Gundam. I'm not too sure. It might have, but I found him in my parts box, so I thought I went really nice with him. Haven't battle scarred it yet though. But the shield's actually really nice looking. Come on, focus, you son of a bitch. I guess there we go. As you can see on the shield has some gash marks, a couple bullet holes, scratches, all weathered. Right here on the right foot, it looks like he might have, kicked a Gundam or a mobile suit too hard and kind of encaved his foot a little bit. A nice little explosion right there on the foot skirt. Kneecap kind of blown up a little bit. Big giant gash mark on his shoulder. Looks like he got flayed by a beam saber. Same thing on his chest. More bullet holes. And it looks like somebody might have blasted him in the face with a bazooka or something, took half his head off. But still functional. And right here, got a bunch of, gash marks, which is pretty cool. Back here, another big giant gash mark. Like maybe the Gundam snuck up behind him when he was in battle and tried destroying him, but he saw him last second, kind of grazed him a little bit, and got the skirt instead of the actual mobile suit. Nice little explosion mark right there. The foot. It's kind of hard doing this with one hand. There. Now he's holding his gun like a gangster. Man, that'd be a bitch to shoot. But yeah. This one right here was actually the first Black TriStar that I did. Now, as you can see, he's a complete different purple than the rest of them. That's because that was my first one that I did. So what I did was I took the whole entire figure like a dumbass and I tossed in black dye, which came out pretty awesome. It did, black again. But the only problem was when I was trying to paint these right here, the shoulder pad and the upper arm. Since the inside had dye in there now, it kept dyeing the paint that I used, and so I got pissed off, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped this project back in August. Cause I just got pissed. I kept taking the paint off and kept doing it over and over and over again. No matter what I did, it kept like making the white and the purple just this fucked up weird color. And so I said, fuck it. And then, about a month or two later, my buddy, Tom Laird, he actually told me about the stuff called the aircraft paint remover. And so that stuff actually works wonders. It did. And so the funny thing was last week, this dude, he was actually in a lot bid that I had on my eBay store because that's how pissed off I was at him. I just wanted it out of my house. So anyways, I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just take him and use some paint remover and see if it'll remove some of the dye. And it actually did too, remove the dye pretty good. As you can see, the white is still white, and on the thighs too. The only thing I didn't take off was the purple, because the purple made it look a little bit unique. Looks a little vintage, actually. That's the reason why I like it. Has that, vintage kind of 1980s look or whatever. But, yeah, that's why he looks a little different. This is my first one that I did. With him, I wanted his battle scar to be, based a little differently. I wanted him to look like he was, dodging a bunch of, beam blast and bullets and whatnot. And as you can see on his little shield right here, there we go. On his shield, he got a bunch of bullet holes and gash marks and whatnot. And it's just pretty cool. I try to be as distinct as possible with each figure with their own battle scar. I want them each to have their own distinct features. I don't want to just copy the same battle scarring. I want each figure to be unique. And right here, he's got a nice explosion mark. Can't really see it because he's in a different pose, but on his thigh he actually has an explosion mark, which goes well with the explosion on his little skirt. He's got some scratch marks on his chest. It looks like somebody tried to shoot his head off, but grazed his face, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, just barely missed his face. And right here he's got a massive bullet hole, old beam saber hole right there, all screwed up. Bullet holes all over the place. Nice gash. That works. More scratch marks, a big old explosion right there. Screwed up jetpack. Yeah. Awesome. Stand up, motherfucker. And finally, this dude right here. This was actually the last one that I did. Now, with this dude, I wanted him to have, with him I was kind of light on the battle scarring, I figured I would have one that was really battle scarred, one that was kind of in the middle, and one that was, white. And so, starting off with the shield, he's just got, his shield's just riddled with bullet holes and, occasional gash mark and an explosion. Pretty cool. Let's put his little shield down. That's pretty cool right there, another explosion. And right here, this guy's actually not done yet. I'm going to have two, the reason there's two holes right there is I'm going to put two plastic little things in there, make it look like, twisted metal. She'll take like maybe a minute to do, if that. Same thing with the kneecap too. He's going to have some metal wires exposed. Not real metal wires, I use plastic, but I always make it work well. See a little bullet hole right there. Fucked up kneecap that just completely obliterated. Some scratch marks. A big giant gash mark. Well, a big giant, beam saber or you know, beam gun rifle thing explosion right here. Right there, he got shot in the chest a little bit. This pilot almost died, actually. See where a hole is? He almost died. Then he's got a. See if we can focus. That's the best as we're gonna get, unfortunately. But he's got a big old, you know, like, explosion mark right there, which is pretty cool. He's got another explosion mark on his face. And yeah, check that out. Awesome. The only one with his head intact, kinda. Kinda exploded right there on the explosion mark right here on the foot skirt. Scratch marks. A couple more bullet holes. A mild gash. Good stuff. And then I made his right hand a little mangled too. Like maybe it was caught in an explosion. There's actual gash marks and just, you know, explosion marks just all over on there. Pretty awesome. But yeah, this set is actually going to be on my eBay store pretty soon. There we go. Yeah, like I said, they're going to be on my eBay store pretty soon. I'm going to start them off at about $30, you know, for the bid, which is, you know, pretty good deal. You know, technically you're getting, you know, $10 a figure for a custom figure. It's been battle scarred, recolored, and repainted. And that's one hell of a deal. One hell of a deal. No, I was originally going to keep that leader, but I was like, no, I can't do that. I mean, if I'm going to sell the TriStars, I got to sell them all together, you know. But anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more Gundam MSA reviews, and see you soon. Thanks for watching.